Well, what result that was in the end. Feared the worst, really, going 1-0 down. Wasn't a very good first half, to be honest. I couldn't really see what the pattern of play was when we had 5 at the back, which is always my concern, really, with the 5, especially against teams that aren't going to press you and give you a chance to hit them on the counter. It's always difficult. There wasn't really much of a link between the defence and the attack. 2 in midfield, I think, were a bit too defensive. But yeah, not really a great first half. Brilliant start to the second half, getting a goal early, created by Neto. Again, no real surprise there. Definitely the best player on the team by an absolute mile. And a brilliant finish by Kuna, to be fair, which we don't always see from him, but took it really well and stuck it in the back of the net. So yeah, good start to the second half. Sorry, not really sure what their player's doing when he got himself sent off. He's absolutely just took Wang's legs away for no reason whatsoever. And then Wang's reacted, as anyone would, I think, to what was a pretty shocking, just unnecessary, really, sweep away of the leg. And then Blokes put his head in and headbutted him. It's quite a clear movement of the head, and it's a very clear red card. So the only amazing thing is the ref actually gave it. But yeah, really not sure what he was doing. He obviously completely lost his head, the Bournemouth player. But fair play to Wang, got the player sent off. And then, yeah, for the second goal, not really sure what the keeper's doing, almost Sarr-esque, really, just rushing with the kick when it's 1-1 in the 80-odd minute and you're down to 10 men. I don't know why you wouldn't just take your time, but I'm glad he didn't. Passed it out to Billing. Good pressure from Sasha. No foul in there for me at all, but good pressure from Sasha. And to be fair to Wang, a very, very good ball, just putting on the plate for Sasha, who just tucks it away, as you would expect a centre-forward too. Bit disappointing, really, after that. I mean, I'm not going to complain because we won the game, but went really, really defensive after that, and we're almost kind of hanging on towards the end, which seemed a little bit unnecessary against a 10-man Bournemouth team. But yeah, overall, you can't complain about coming from 1-0 down away from home. Good result. So I think Doyle coming on did make a difference, actually. I'm not necessarily saying individually he was brilliant, but I think just that bit more forward thinking, taking a few less touches in midfield and getting forward and attacking supporting the attackers a bit more really helps change the game in our favour. So yeah, another 3 points in the bag, and yeah, table's not looking too bad.
So it's finished Wolves 2, Bournemouth 1. I think we deserve this win today, for sure. This is one of our better performances. Unlucky to go a goal down. It's really poor defending, I think, from Totti to not get out quicker to their winger who crosses it in. It's an easy tap in the end. One poor moment of defending the whole game and they score, so we really have to stay switched on throughout the whole of the game. However, it's those men again, Pedro Neto, Hwang Yi-chan, they're just in incredible form at the moment. And if we keep riding them, who knows how far we can come up this table, because I've got a nosebleed in 12th at the moment. I think Hwang is very intelligent by getting a slight headbutt and falling to the ground. He's a master of the dark arts and the cross goal finish now. But yeah, ultimately very, very happy. Obviously Newcastle next week is a really, really tough game. But I'm fully behind Gary O'Neill, and I think he'll hatch up a good plan for it, just like we did for City, just like we did for Villa, and just like we did today. So I think Sasha's got to be given more minutes than just 10 minutes off the bench now, because he's proven to be a viable asset in both Everton and today. So let's see if Gary decides to change the system or rotate, but I think we'll stick to this 3 at the back thing because it's really working for us at the moment. We've not lost yet. So yeah, just really happy. Weekend not ruined for once.
Gary O'Neill gets his revenge at the Vitality Stadium after being sacked unfairly, as many would say. What a win that was. I think these are the types of the games that in years past we've really struggled to get results from. Smaller teams, smaller stadiums, compact pitches with the fans on top. It's been difficult. We've never actually played to the best of our ability in these games, and I think today we played well on the most part. I think there were phases of the game where we were pretty poor, couldn't retain the ball. The passing out the midfield during the first half was shocking, but that's because we didn't have a midfield that can pass. It's quite as it's as simple as that, really. I think that all changed in the second half, but before that, Neto had a great effort early on. Within 10 minutes, hit the bar. That would have been an excellent goal for a guy who's banging form. But the Bournemouth goal was shocking defending. Really, really poor from all those considered. Nori got dragged out, Totti got dragged out, and Kilman should have done better with Solanke ahead of him. But second half was we needed a good response, and that's exactly what we got. I think Tommy Doyle came on, and the moment he came on, he changed the game. We needed someone who was good with the ball, who could retain the ball and move it quickly, pass through the lines, and that's exactly what he did. And many of our attacks today came from that, including the first goal, which was a brilliant finish by Cunha, and another assist for Neto, who that probably puts him top of the assist leaderboard this season. Excuse me. So that's great. Another great goal, and we're actually seeing goals go in for Wolves now, which is really, really refreshing to see. We pressed after the red card, stupid from Cook, but it was evident we were really struggling to break them down. I think there were a couple of decent substitutions from Gary O'Neill. I think it was pretty proactive bringing on Sarabia, although he was poor. But Sacha Klajdzic at the time, I thought, too late. But there was long enough in the game for that lanky bastard to do something again for Wolves. Coming up clutch with a late winner once again. Such a composed finish for a guy his size in an area that tight. It's a tremendous finish under the pressure that he was on. So yeah, he's calling for a start. He has to be. Once he's up to fitness, he has to start, because he's a recognised number 9 with a great eye for goal, good touch, can pass a ball, and he's not as slow as many think. So it's a brilliant result. It's 3 points, puts us on to 11 points for the season. Keeps Bournemouth down there. Luton got a point at Forest today, pretty impressively, but I think we've seen more than enough that we're to say that we're going to be comfortable this season. So onwards and upwards. Speak to you later.
So Bournemouth 1, Wolves 2. What a fantastic win for Gary O'Neill's men today, and in my opinion thoroughly deserved. Exceptional second half performance, decent first half performance, I thought, excluding the calamity that was the Bournemouth goal, because what on earth was Wolves' defending for that? But we can go to bed tonight happy with 11 points from 8 games, and who'd have thought, really? This is a good start from Wolves, make no mistake about it. If I want to say anything on here, it is that this has been a really solid start to the Premier League season by Wolves. 11 points from the 8 games we had. We'd have taken 8 from 8, or 9 from 9, whatever. This is a really good return, make no mistake about it. We've had hard games. Our home matches have been disgustingly hard so far, and to take 4 from 4 at home is good given the calibre of opposition we're up against. And away from home, to have be a record of 2-1-2, and one of the defeats was the most undeserved defeat of the season at Man United, is really, really good. And there's signs of progression, and there's signs of things getting better when, after Ipswich in the Carabao Cup, which you may look upon as Gary O'Neill's turning point in the job, even though it came very early in his time there, that things actually started going right for him again. 4 unbeaten now in the Premier League. Solid, very solid from Wolves. On to today, I thought we played quite well. Pedro Neto, what a man. Another goal contribution, another assist. That's 6/7 now this season, which is just remarkable, and I hope we can hang on to him in January, or else sell him for a very hefty price tag, because he's worth it. Hwang, great setup for the winner, for the big man. The big man, of course, Sacha Klajdzic. What a guy. 88th minute winner at Everton, and today at Bournemouth. Fantastic impact sub. And to be honest with you, I was screaming for him to come on 20 minutes earlier, and I would have berated O'Neill for not doing that if he hadn't have gone and got the winner. But what were Bournemouth doing? Neto in goal, Iraola. Didn't really work out for Bournemouth getting rid of O'Neill as of now anyway, because we're well ahead of them now and in a really good position to push on. It's really a free hit, our next 2 matches now. I view that. Our next 2 home matches, sorry. If we do lose next week, I thought it's not the end of the world. It's not a catastrophe, because Newcastle are a good team. But if we can go and win at Bramall Lane, Sheffield United, we can almost write them off, because we will be far ahead of them, really, all going to plan, and they lose tonight against Man United and Arsenal. So, a really good performance by Wolves, I thought. Solid, great win for O'Neill, so happy for him. Aït-Nouri in the second half stood out, I thought. Tommy Doyle, I mentioned on him, coming off the bench, really good performance. Doherty looked tired towards the end, but also a decent showing by him. Would like Lamina to come back in next week, because I thought Boubacar Traoré, João Gomez in the midfield, it did look a bit chaotic at times, but nevertheless decent. But the defending for the first goal was awful by Wolves. I don't know what really happened. Good finish by Solanke. But the equaliser from Cunha, who was really moaning throughout the whole first half. And everyone was like, he's awful, take him off. And no sooner the second half started, had he absolutely smashed us level emphatically. And then a bad moment from Lewis Cook. Of course, that's The fine margins in the Premier League for Bournemouth, a really stupid moment by him. Hwang made the most of it, and we got the winner through. Sasa winning it back and Hwang playing a 1-2. Question of a foul maybe on the winner, but my God, will we get when we get maybe the half of rub of the green on the decision? Won't we take it this season? But great win for Wolves, great day for all involved, and we can go and get at Newcastle next Saturday for 12th in the table for now. Things are looking up for Wolves, and it's the first time you can say that in a long time. Bournemouth 1, Wolves 2.